You are now listening to CTR Media Network.
What up, family? CTR Media Network. Yeah. Best in the biz. Yeah. Join the team. CTR is who we are, the media network, that's the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car, come get the information that's needed above all. Never lasting, motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you're asking. Serious talks and topics, how to come up and profit, how to better yourself, your health, and see if we
the podcast on CTR Media Network.
That's me. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks to her, my podcast is doing great.
350 million, they tuning in. We in 50 different countries, we all can. And like-minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment. Get active and speak to the masses. Build your influence, all levels and all classes. Now you know you can monetize and grow. CTR Media Network, start the show. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR is who we are. The media network, that's the best by far, you know. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com. Join the She Trucking Foundation today and be a part of a supportive community of women in the trucking industry. Unlock exclusive access to valuable resources, including mentorship, educational workshops, and networking opportunities. Whether you're an experienced professional or just starting your trucking journey, She Trucking is here to empower you and help you thrive. Visit www.shetrucking.com to join us and drive your trucking career to new heights.
Tables and waiting for people to tap me on the shoulder. And I believe that everyone should create their own table because it opens up other seats for others to get inspired, get motivated, and go create other tables. And then it's just a domino effect. Like she said, I want to pop up and create where I am. And it doesn't even have to be pop up and create, but the thing is she's leaving here with an elevated vision on creating something more. And so it literally started from me creating space for my clients to come create, build confidence. And I'm like, I'm not going to stop there. Let's just open it up and do co-working and podcasting and photography. And literally, I was just talking to my studio manager. We're going to even bring kids in here and teach them confidence and acting classes. Like, it's literally a safe haven where everyone can win. And I don't know about you guys, but the energy in here is so good to where you're like, you know what? Let me take a selfie. So in short, I did it so I could inspire others to do it as well.
That is so beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much for that, because we really do need more people looking out for us as podcasters, right? But podcasting is, as you know, within the last, since COVID, podcast has really taken off, okay? And I'm so grateful for you guys on the panel and what you guys do. you guys inspire. I don't know if anybody knows, but everybody up here is an influencer. They didn't just talk about their podcast. They didn't just talk about their brand. They talked about who they are, and they inspired at the same time. I don't know if anybody knows, but that is definitely a gift. Okay, that is definitely a gift. So at this time, did you want to go ahead and start with some questions? If somebody has a question, or you had another question for them?
We're gonna take it to the studio audience.
Okay.
Take it to the studio audience because we have celebrity hosts. We have the leading woman that started the line for the minority and inclusion. Then we have radio and TV. They was doing the video podcast before it was a thing. Right. They was doing it because if you wasn't doing it first, I would have came in. You know, so I appreciate it. Then we have Tutu herself, helping our children, and then we have Boss Lady Star, the amazing. She's a veteran in this country as well as now she's serving others, making you laugh, sip, and paint all over.
Yes.
And of course, we have the amazing founder and CEO of Pop and Create, which is the building we're enjoying. So I want you guys to be able to, this is your opportunity to get all this greatness in one room. If you have a question, don't be shy. This is a safe place. Ask your question, okay? So.
My first question.
Oh, yeah, you can talk.
Yeah, oh yeah, I don't need a mic.
You don't need no mic.
There's just so much power that is coming out of here. And when we leave here, we'll be thinking about it and say, man, something popped into my head. I need to talk with so and so because that's their expertise. Mm-hmm. So my question is very simple. Can you give us your contact information and your name when you speak so we can make a record of that and we can reach out when you can?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Oh, I have two. Let's keep one in the audience.
All right, so let's make sure that we give. This was not just about us. This is about you guys networking, right? You never know who you meet. You never know what they're gonna be next week. You can be like, look, I knew them here. You get what I'm saying? Now, let's not wait till them get there to say, hey, we know them and we want to meet them. Let's get to know them now. So of course we want to network. You have some more questions? Anybody else have a question?
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I know that a big point from all of you was community, right? And so what I want to know is what kind of mindset do you have to be in to be able to, take from a community and gain from a community, but also to give to your community as well? How can you make sure that you're being, reciprocal with the people that you're meeting?
Well, I can start because, and then you guys can piggyback. Okay, for me, I had to learn how to be vulnerable. I got hurt a lot in entrepreneurship. I mean, my lawyer, she can tell you. She got me out a lot of, because some people will come to you like a sheep in you got it. And so I'm a person that leads with my heart and not necessarily thinking about the business side, the logistics side, the legal side, because I just want to help, right? And so for me, after getting hurt so much, I closed down, I shut down. And so I had to figure out a way that through her helping me along with Sheree and so many other people, let me see that there's still some good people out there, right? And so once you find community and with ones that's good, you hold on to those people and you build each other. It's not about Tina, it's not just about Dr. Liz, it's not just about Sheree, it's about all of us coming together, making sure that if I hear about an opportunity, you don't have to worry about going to all the events. If I'm in the room, I'm representing all of us, okay? And so when you get in a room where people understand that community, it just helps you thrive and grow. Now, with that being said, building a community of 13,000 homeschoolers, you always have to lead with them in mind first. People first, profit second. Okay? Most of the time, because we know we have to pay bills, all the stuff, we lead with profit. No, you should always lead with the people in mind first, and the money will follow you. It's organic. It's built like that with design. When you lead with the people first, everything else is gonna fall in place. And then you start meeting other people. You start connecting because God's gonna say, okay, I'm not gonna appreciate you, but He start connecting you to the right people in the right situations. So I was talking to the amazing man. back in the back. Say your name.
Troy Young.
Troy Young. He came up with a good thing. Well, I was talking with him. He said, people first, profit second. I said, that's what I was trying to say. And so for me, that's what I did. And that's how I built the community. And when you look at all of these people, we all have that same foundation, that same mindset. And so letting go, not allowing my past to hold me back, the past experiences, and still moving forward, but still making sure I'm aligning myself with the people who really have your back, that don't care about you shining, because all of us shining, and understand that. And so once you get that, that's why this room is so different, because everybody in this room shining, and we can't, we don't care. We're like, yeah, because that's how it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna pass it down, but for me, letting go, not be, and just building and just trusting the process. It's not always gonna be good, but it's gonna have a lot of good moments as well.
To be there, you need to listen to that and go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Because when you're in an environment and it's toxic or it's dysfunctional, you're not going to show up as your full self. You're going to shrink indirectly because the environment, the energy is not for you, right? And so when you make that decision to explore other opportunities, and I actually know you just joined a new community, you will see and have that ignited creativity spark even more, because you're no longer like this. You're literally flowing, and then it's just a domino effect on your impact, their impact, etc. So don't be afraid to leave the nest. And sometimes you'll get kicked out and you have no choice but to leave.
As far as, like I said before, I started my business a long time ago, and then I had to transfer everything up to South Carolina. So when I got there, I was nobody to them. I was like, y'all don't know who I am? But but now at the same time, I'm not that person. But I just was trying to get out there and get to know people. They were like, if somebody don't know who you are, they're not gonna follow you. And I was like, well, I don't have to be known to have good products. Like, I don't have to be known. Like, do you like what I have? Yes or no? Do you like this? Yes or no? If you don't, then that's fine. It's not for you. But you have to find what's for you. But at the same time, like Tina said, it's but community first. So like, if you're just going out there, I'm not from South Carolina. I'm not from Columbia, the city itself. However, people know my name. They know who I am now. I've only been there for 3 years. It took some time, 4 years, but now they know who I am. So now, if I'm saying I'm going to do something, if I'm putting stuff together, I have people I can reach out to in the community and say, hey, I'm doing this. They're advertising just as hard as I'm advertising, So I'm like, oh, dang, they don't post it more than me. Let me get on my grind. But if you keep your mind in the game, and like, I'll do free events, I'll do giveaways, I'll do stuff like that too, because you're just giving back. And it's not giving back to have clout. I'm giving back because that's how my heart is set up, But at the same time, you're gonna be appreciated for that, because they're gonna be like, oh wow, they donated so many such to this school. They did such for this community, and I'm not from there, but that's where I live. So it's all about giving back too. That's what I think.
I think it's the energy. What's the energy that you providing? So I'm with her, with Dr. Tina. I've been hurt. This year was the worst hurt I ever been. I had a setback. So I'm very transparent, very open. I'm an open book. And I allowed that hurt to draw me back into that dark place, to where I was like, I'm not doing this for nobody. I'm not doing it. You're going to have that moment as an entrepreneur. You're going to shut down. But it's all about that bounce back. What's your comeback moment? How you going to get into that room and you're going to say, I own it.
Right.
So I had to look at myself in the mirror every single morning and tell myself, hey girl, you, boo, you own it. Get up. Go at that door. Knock on them doors. I gave myself a 30-day challenge. And my 30 days right now is knocking on doors that people wouldn't allow me to come if they own centers. Because I'm a child care owner. So I had to separate myself from a child care owner to a retail store manager. So when they see me knocking on the doors, I had already said, I own the room. I am the energy. My energy is protective. I am positive. I'm not letting nobody set me down. My no, I'm getting to my yes. And as I knocked on 20 doors this week alone of childcare owners, I didn't know you exist. how, what's your name? But I thought everybody knew me. But see, when I had that heart and that, that setback, and I was like, man, this person did me wrong, this person da 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 da. I could sit in there for that long, but see, they ain't gonna know me. So when I knocked on that door, this one lady, she said, I've been waiting on you. I said, well, my truck loaded. Come on. So it's all about how you present yourself and that whole energy. You don't know me, but you shopped with me today, then, because of my energy. So that's how you always be closing, boo. So that's how you network with your community. Dr. Tina didn't know me. I got known from my cousin, and it's a funny story how we ended up finding out we was cousins. But but right, we all cousins. But anyway, it was funny how we found out how we was cousins, and we started growing a community. Then she said, "I like what you got. Let me hook you up with Dr. Tina." Then Dr. Tina said, "Let me hook you up with this person." She didn't know who I was. We were just on a phone call. But she liked my energy. And she liked what I had and what I was bringing to the what? Community.
Go ahead. So really quickly, can I just recap what we've heard so far and then continue?
Come on, co-host.
Okay, sorry.
That's my studio manager.
So far we've learned, right, to one, not be held as prisoners to our past. We've learned to go where we are celebrated, not just tolerated. And to take those chances and to leap into new communities. We've also learned to just dive in, explore the communities, you know what I'm saying, not be so stuck in our own world that we're not exploring the world that's around us. And even when we're not from a certain area or from a certain location, still going out there and seeing how you can provide value. And we've also learned to control the energy, right? So, show up as your full self when you're coming into these communities, control the energy and let people know, like, I'm here, I'm present, I'm here to be a part of what you have going on and to have this reciprocal relationship.
I love it. Boy, you better hire her.
Yeah, I might feel her.
Listen. She might need to get her name and her phone number. Y'all better work. That's that next generation. We need us. Yeah. Okay. So we still talking about community, and showing up in community, how you give back and how you receive in community. So come on, Miss Misfit.
So for me, I'm still raising 4 young adult children ranging from 24 to 18. And I wanted to be the example. When I took on the role as becoming a mother, my motto went to I wanted to give them a childhood that they didn't have to recover from. So that meant getting out in the community, and leaders produce other leaders. And if I could do that with my children, I felt like I had done a good job. And that's what it was for us. We have a nonprofit organization where we were feeding the hungry and homeless every third Sunday of the month, and it was started by my then 8-year-old daughter that didn't want anything for Christmas but to get out in the community and help some of the people that we pass by on a daily basis. As a mother doing the hustle and bustle, honestly, I was accustomed to seeing these people out there. So it didn't hit, it wasn't, it just didn't resonate with me like it did with her. And when I asked her, I said, "Oh, really? What do you want for Christmas?" She said, I want to go out and feed. I didn't even know where to start, honestly. And my mom was a giver. She was in the community heavy. My father was he was killed in the line of duty as an Atlanta police officer. But what he gave to APD was something that they'll never forget. He still gets recognized for what he put in the community. He wanted us to have the same fair treatment as everyone else that was in the communities, in our West Side communities. So I grew up and I was raised in what you call the hood, but it was the heart of Atlanta. And most people, just being perfectly honest with you, that's why we're West Side Misfits, because most people don't come out on top. But it was the honor, honor to God that we were able to see all different sides of the situations in the communities, and we picked one. And I'm glad that we did. And I was getting out there to serve. Like we literally get out and serve. DJ Lab and Slick 316 have gone out with me plenty of Sundays to serve. Yes, Earth Angels. We go out there and we're literally that. Earth Angels. We get out there, we get in the community, we have a whole party. Like people was looking for us to come out there. And I look forward to getting back to that too. But once again, I wanted to be the example for not just my children, but their friends, other family members, coworkers, all of that, to let them know that it's good in the end when you can actually give back and do it from the heart. We didn't have any sponsors. We did everything from what we could do. So we were very grateful.
I don't know how to follow all that now. Well, she trucking. Ooh, it reminds me of Uber Freight interview. And they talked about I have an interview that talks about the importance of community. We serve 30,000 women in the industry. So started with zero, right? To one. And so what I learned in that time frame is you just pick that one person who inspires you, who you want to see change their life, and you go after that one. They gonna tell somebody, right? They gonna tell someone else, and they gonna word of mouth is everything. And don't just be in your community. Get in, like y'all said, get in everybody's community. I was in trucking, but I was over here, I was over there. I walked in some rooms where I was the only black person, and I brought my community in. Okay. Okay. And so just literally, just start with one person. I feel like one person, for me, I was like, if I can change, if I can convince one person to get their CDL, I've done my job. And that turned into now 30,000. So community is all around us at all times.
Some good stuff, some good teaching. That's what Grandma used to say. Some good teaching. Trying to hope us. So my background is in education. I've been in education for the past 12 years, and before starting this whole world of entertainment, and what education has taught me, I brought over into what I do now. And so, especially working with students, um, my forte is first generation students, and so because I'm one. And so, what I learned is that, first of all, it's a funnel. I feel that's a funnel process. First of all, you have to get to know the individual. I mean, it's when you're in the community, when you're first introduced to someone, what do you say? Hey, how are you? What's on your mind? You try to get to know them as a person. So you have to get to know them, right? They become three-dimensional over time because then they start telling you your interests, their interests. You start telling them your interests. And it's like it's a two-way conversation. Then you can move it forward. Oh my gosh, you're interested in this? Well, how can I help you? Well, you're interested in that? Well, how can I help you? And it's so organic, right? But it all just starts with being genuine, being authentic, being yourself. And then the process moves forward, right? We're serving each other now, right? I'm helping you out. You're helping me. That's how it's supposed to go. And then that leads to other opportunities and welcoming other people. And your circle gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is what we call a community.
Awesome. Just so you guys know, I'm an MC. My name is Shayna Asby again. I'm a family life coach. And for me, community has always been a big thing. As you guys know, I told you earlier, I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, Michigan is definitely going through a transition, right? So we all know that. I love my city. Okay, and anybody that's from Detroit, you'll know that they love their city. But I knew I had to come outside the city in order to do it. But the one thing that I learned when I was in Detroit, I had became an activist, and I used to fight for education. I used to fight for housing. I'm talking about I was disrupting meetings. I was going up in Lansing, and I was telling them, look here. I was giving them scripture. I was throwing it on them. You know what I'm saying? One lady, she told me, she said, you know what? Y'all got all the hellions in here. I said, please believe it. Okay? Because it's all about the people. It was never about us. It was about the people. And if you do the people right, God's there. So the one thing that I had to know when I went in those rooms is who you are and whose you are. You had to know. You had to have the gift of discernment. You had to know who to deal with. You had to know how much money to take, when to take the money, when not to take the money. You had to know who was trying to sell you out. You had to pay attention. And so I learned that. But when I came to community and fighting and being the underdog, I had to keep going and keep running because it was all about the next generation. We're not doing this for us. We're doing it for them. If we do not fight today for what we want to see tomorrow, we will not have what we should have a long time ago. See, some people, they lost it. They lost it by the way. They fell out because of money. They gave up. They lost. They got tired. They sick and tired. It's on you, sister. It's on your generation now because some of us ain't got tired. Some of us ain't tired of fighting. But we do what we do so you can do what you can do. That's community.
You will get tired. You will get tired, but don't give up.
Don't get. No, it was Nicole who she said push, 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 push.
Yes.
Push, 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 push. And you having people on your team like Sheree, like Coach Ramsey. Because I'm telling y'all, I failed. You get what I'm saying? To the point where, again, I sit up here and I said time and time again. I'm a family life coach because I lost a father at 43. 10 years later, it was my brother at 28. 10 years later, it was my next brother at 40. You get what I'm saying? And it took a whole year to bounce back. But it was having people on your team, like Coach Tina Ramsey, to say, come on, you got to get back up. What you doing? What you doing? How's it going? We got to keep pushing, keep working, keep working, keep working, keep pushing. And that was like some of the best advice that Nicole gave us today. She said, you got it. Don't stop. Know your why. I always ask, what's your why? Because your why is going to fuel your feet. They're going to fuel your heart. They're going to fuel you. And you're going to keep going.
You asked that. And I didn't want to cry because, you know, our why is our grandmother. So my grandmother was the why. She was the one that installed, you know, all this community going out, feeding people, being in the church, you know, all the different qualities that we had. And of course, my mom, she was a bus driver. So seeing how she was treated and trying to get her commercial driver's license, I was like, and then I came in, treated the same way. Many years later, I was like, this is going to stop. Like, I'm bringing my people in. Okay? I brought them in. And it wasn't nothing they can do because we teach one another. And that's what I love about what we're doing today, is because it's all about just teaching one another. If I teach you something, I know Dr. Tina likes for me to talk about like Chat GPT and stuff like that. I mean, automation and stuff like that. But when we teach one another, that's the community. Is each one teach one, as the shirt saying. Community thing.
And I was gonna piggyback off her why, because honestly today I felt like crap. I did. I went Cinco de Mayo. and I was like, I don't want to do this today. And my son come running there, and he never asked for anything. I got the quietest child in America, thank Jesus. And he said, I want a suit. I said, you want a suit? It's strange to y'all, but my son don't ask me for nothing. And he don't care about his parents sometimes. He don't care how he dress. He don't care how he look. And my husband, I'm getting ready to walk out, and I'm like, my printer messed up. I couldn't print my workbooks and my curriculum box. Everything would just seem like it was going downhill. Is this your sign of telling me I don't need to go? No, you know. So my husband's like, hey, Jay want a suit. I said, I know, I heard about it. I'm just kind of confused why he want a suit. All of a sudden, he want to change. And so I get down the road in Atlanta, and I'm thinking, I'm listening to content, because I'm working on being consistent with my content and doing all this marketing and everything else. And in the mid of me pushing the gas pedal to turn back around, because I thought I left my wallet. My wallet fell out, and all I heard was, your why is because your son need that suit. It sounds crazy to y'all, but I really wanted to turn back around and go home and say, I don't want to do this today.
In entrepreneur life, you'll get up and say, I don't want to be a boss today. I don't want to do this today. But then your why hits you in your gut and say, push that dang gas pedal. I want to see another word, but I know you like. Push that gas pedal. Because your son needs that suit. And the next day, your child will need something else. But your community gonna need you.
That's right.
So that's why I'm up here today.
All right. All right.
Okay, you guys. So, as you can see, these are different experts from various different industries, and also they are all podcasters. Even Papa Can Craig has her own podcast as well. We forgot to say that, but you do too. And then you met our lawyer, you met the ones that's going to help you with the legal papers for a fraction of the cost. You met community where you can help monetize your skills. We also had the ones to make sure while you up, because one thing that usually happens when you're an entrepreneur, you let your health fall by the wayside in the haste of trying to build. So then we have Happy and Healthy Global that's here. And so we put all these people here in this room so that you just won't listen, but you'll take action. Okay, this is your moment to no longer be alone. Okay, you don't have to be alone. There are people that really want to help you. And so what I want to do right now, if anyone have one more question, we're going to ask one more question, and then we're going to have Vera. She wrote a poem. And I'm not gonna cry.
Right.
Oh
We
my
never
gosh,
do it.
right.
Right.
My makeup so
You
clean.
ain't trying to cry.
No, I'm not gonna cry. I hope not. And she's gonna read a poem that really exemplifies the heartbeat of why we here. She actually wrote it herself. And so, anybody else have another question? And make sure to scan Dr. Liddy's code on the banner right there.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Sorry. But it's working now.
And scan the code so you can get your free 15 minutes. Okay, and then of course if you need legal paperwork, you can be able to
T-shirt. Community.
Yeah.
Everybody
Everybody download the app.
I did. I downloaded.
Okay, everybody make sure you
Everybody
download.
got their shirt?
Yeah, I didn't get my shirt.
No. Get your shirt.
I didn't get my shirt.
Okay, so do anybody have one more question? Do you have one more question? Okay. Two more? Okay,
All right.
two more.
Come on.
Pass the mic.
Well, my question is, because I am not techy. I'm not computer. You ask me about, in fact, I need to do better about trying to find things out on Facebook and doing. But I want to ask someone who don't know how to or know where to start. If I want to get into that area of being able to launch my business more online, other than talking to people. I want someone to tell me, I'm brand new. Here I am, and I want to get into the arena. Where do I start? That's my question.
So you said you want to you want your products online? Like, do you know what platform you want to be on?
No, baby, I just got a website. I'm in the dark. I see all the things that you guys are doing.
You have to show up for yourself. You have to stand up just like you are now, speaking to your community. You cannot just put a business on a website and think people are going to automatically know to come. If you do not tell people about your business, they don't come. So for my advice for you, because we talked already, is that you got to keep showing up, keep speaking, go live on social media. It's free. It's free to go live. Everybody should be going live right now. I don't even know what y'all doing on y'all phone.
Right.
This is content, right?
I be live all day.
And everybody got a consultation. So this is good free content. Right? Well, good, at this moment, because I consultate way more than what you pay for a ticket today. Right? So show up, go live. This is my advice for everybody who I didn't just what I did was show up every day, go live. Okay, I tell everybody go live for 30 days. Yeah. 30 days straight. And then see how your brand changed instantly.
So
instantly.
When you go live, what did you go on? Instagram, Facebook, everything?
Facebook. That's how I grew 30,000 on Facebook. If I was going live on YouTube, I would have grew on YouTube. It just depends on what platform you feel more comfortable with. And go live. And just guess what? I didn't have no big speech. I don't even like speech, right? So I didn't have idea. I said, God, give it to me. I press live and I start talking. People talk back. So that's my advice.
Live on Facebook first, because that's more. Don't take it the wrong way. Social media is kind of age friendly, so younger people are on Instagram, but older people are on Facebook. So I would advise that you get on Facebook first, kind of maneuver with that, figure that out, and then go forward. But start with that first, because that's more your audience.
I want to share that I want you to get out of your head and stop overthinking it and waiting for confirmation and validation. You, right here. You're in your head. It's not gonna be perfect. You're gonna stutter. You're gonna have to find out your sticky notes. That's okay. But the more you do it, the consistency, it's gonna be like boop. You're not gonna think about it anymore. So instead of trying to do it the right way, just do it like Nike, and everything's gonna connect. And you have the community. But we could give you the key to the kingdom, the whole blueprint. But if you don't do it because you're in your head, the days are gonna go and you're still gonna be sitting there like, dang, I wish I would have. So tonight when you get home, because you have all this energy and synergy, go live.
That's what I was gonna say. Do it while you hype. While you in that.
Matter of fact, you can go in one of them content rooms that's already decorated. You got the ring light. So there's no excuses. So when we wrap up, sis, you gonna go live.
I mean, for real, because if you think about it, they called you up here, and you told us about all these products and what they do. So you saying you can't put that out to the world? You just came up here and did it. Somebody in here recorded.
I did.
Somebody can put it out there.
And remember, being an entrepreneur, that means you're a boss, right? That means no one gonna tell you to get up and make some money in your business.
That's right.
If you don't get up and make no money, that's your fault. Because you're the boss. If you want to go work for somebody else, then they'll tell you at 8 to 5, I just got a job, y'all. So it's like, I ain't had a job a long time. I've been an entrepreneur for a very long time. But mine, is he my boss? So I figure it out. It's hard, man. But at 3 to 11, that's my shift, right? But as an entrepreneur, no one tells me to do anything. You got to do it. And it's common sense. Let's just use common sense, right? Everybody know that you got to show up for your business. You got to put your business in newspapers, magazines, the CTR. Well, they got magazines, right? Yeah. Half of y'all not in there. I know because I do. Yeah. I see it laid out. Some of y'all not in there. Why? Yeah. How you going to get your business in front of the CTR Media Network audience, right? Y'all are in there. I know. But I'm just saying, you got radio, you got so many platforms. TV. I've been on National Geographic, CNN. I've been on Mama Help Me. I've been on over 100 platforms. CNN twice for Start Small, Think Big, the TV show.
Volvo.
I'm in a Volvo commercial right now. It's on the news. On TV. I've done so much I can't remember. So be that way. Keep doing so much that you forget, right? You Google, just Google she tracking. You'll see. And when I Google you, I want to see what you've done. I want to see your track record, your history, your digital imprint. Yes.
I like that.
Thank you. Very brief, I want to add something to that too. While you're going live, find your tribe. Find your tribe. I may not have. I always say this too because I had to remarket myself. Or have that conversation this season. But I may not have the thousands and thousands of followers, but the persons that do have that follow me, they have influence and impact. So if I'm looking for entertainment, right, and I'm going to follow a Sherry Shepherd or Jennifer Hudson or what have you, or if I don't know the person, I'm going to know someone close by them, right? Now the other day I was even inboxing or messaging or talking with James DeBose, who's over Fox Soul, right? So now I have those relationships. Now I can open that door for me, and now I can say, okay, you know who I am now. You've been on my show. You've seen who I am. Now this is who I am. Now what can we do together? So find your tribe as well.
And one thing that I want to add too, I love the way LaShawna said, get out of your own way, because a lot of us get in our own way.
Don't we?
Whew, that part. Okay, so taking that first step, get out of your own way. Take the first step. She just told you, go live, go in one of these rooms. The other day, the Holy Spirit just hit me right and said, you got to put this message out about mothers and daughters, or finding the people that's around you, the people that God wants to be around you. I promise you, I went on there, and I had just got out the steam room, y'all, so I'm looking dried up. I ain't looking like this right now. Okay. I was looking dried up, just hit steam room. I said, oh, this is my after workout steam room break message. So let's get it out there. And I went live, and I was like, you know what? Find your tribe. Know who you're supposed to be around. Understand that you need your cup filled back up just as you fill up somebody else's cup. Because so many of us are giving out, pouring, but our cup is not being replenished. One, we got to go back to the source. Number two, we got to start getting around those people who's going to help fill your cup back up. It looks like every last one of these people that's in the room today, they're going to help you fill your cup back up. So you connect to every last one of these people up here if you got to make sure you get your cup refilled. That's number two. Also, just go out there. When I look back, and I told you I only did it in 5 seconds, where I just did this quick little reel. And then I looked the other day and it hit 1,000. Did you hear me? That wasn't something that I planned to do. It wasn't my podcast. It wasn't this. The Spirit just hit me and said, say this. And I'm like, okay. And I looked dried up. So I'm out there dried up. If you see me, it was me with these big old glasses on. That was me. But just when you go back and you like, that podcast, that little thing right there just hit 1,000. So that means that somebody somewhere needed to hear that message.
But if you don't have no followers,
Did you hear me say I didn't have no followers like that?
Okay, I get it.
Right. But you get what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. We all started with no followers.
Right. It was zero. It was zero. So everybody. That's why I said get out. So it goes back to what LaShawna said. She said, get out of your head. You in your head right now.
Let me just say this: King is 4, and he shows up. He's on the pod. He has a podcast. And he's on live. And guess what? He wants to speak to y'all today. Yeah. So tomorrow, I'm gonna look for y'all to go live. I'm gonna look for y'all to show up for yourself. And if you don't, I'm offering. But I'm serious, y'all. Y'all have to get serious with yourself. I was real serious about my business. I tattooed it on my arm. Like, I'm really serious when I talk about she trucking. I won. I can't even say I'm gonna win because I've already won. When I went to the White House to talk to the president about the transportation industry, I felt like I won. So if I didn't speak on my social media, how am I gonna speak to the president? Right? Who we speaking to? We're speaking to people. And it don't matter if one person show up or no people show up. Do it anyway, because like she said, later you'll get the views. The views don't come in one day. It come over accumulated time frame. Okay, I have million hit views in the millions, 100,000, 200,000. That didn't come in one day. That came over time. So give yourself gratitude and say, you know what? I've came so far in my life, period, that I will on today. Start today and pop up in Korea, okay, in the front, while you have all your products there. You have your husband can hold the camera. Yep. I don't have a husband. But my boyfriend, he did. So, and the last thing I would say is, stop by the education booth, vendor booth up there, and get y'all a planner. Because what it sounds like to me is y'all not planning. Okay, so you need to get you a planner and plan out your day, plan out your week, and be purposeful with what you're doing. Are you doing this on purpose? Like, I'm here on purpose. This was on our calendar. We could be anywhere else, but we're here on purpose. Right. So be purpose. Make sure you get a plan. I want her to be sold out.
Okay. Sold out. Can I say one thing? I want to thank you for being vulnerable, because I know it might seem like you're in the hot seat, but this conversation is helping everybody. So thank you for that. And then I want you to imagine, did you guys know that we're in the gym right now? We're all in the gym exercising. So when the opportunity knocks, you don't have to go and get ready. You already ready. Right. So with you starting, when you get that opportunity, whoever hits you up, hey, I need you to do this, you're not going to be nervous because you're already been practicing. All right. So when we wrap up, are you going in one of those rooms? Yeah. Let's give her a round of applause, y'all.
So I want to know how you monetize it and how you have monetized it.
For me, I started monetizing my. What? Please.
For me, I went through CTR Media Network. That's where you gotta start. But she can tell you her experience. But for me, like, I wasn't about pushing for the money. She's like, "What are you doing? You could be making money." I'm like, "Oh no. What are you doing? You could be making money." I said, "Okay, tell me what to do." So yeah, so for me, it was linking with her and then her telling me, "Okay, this is what you gotta do X, Y, Z."
Dr. Tina, talk about what we talked about earlier about censorship and how it's blocking us, and we're not able to. Yeah, you know.
Go ahead and say it, Slick.
No, you good.
Okay, so basically, it can be difficult once you start getting your reach and your visibility out. Okay, so all of us minorities up in here, so I guess I won't step on nobody's toes. But even if it wasn't, it's the truth is the truth at the end of the day. And so what happened to me, I didn't even know there was such thing called YouTube jail. Okay. And so the thing that the up is when you're doing podcasting and you have your own media company, you start getting more visible, start helping entrepreneurs, and people start seeing that what you're doing is working and they come along. The flip side of it, when you're on other people platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, they don't really want to see none of us getting reach and monetizing and teaching other people how to do things. And so they gave me some game on how to do different stuff. And now I'm gonna tell you, you need to always have a plan B on these platforms. Okay, so if you have one YouTube channel, have one in the back. Because when they shut you down on one, you will always have the plan B. Okay, I didn't do that, so they put me in Facebook jail. Imagine this: they did not hit the Tina Randall show. You know what they hit? You know what I'm all about? Community, right? They hit CTR Media Network. Okay, and the thing about it is the video that because I let my podcast stream on our platforms. Okay, our social media. The thing is, what was so ironic is that it was one particular podcaster. She's Caucasian on our network, and she streamed. This is her show, not my show. She streamed the show on CTR Media Network, which is perfectly okay. They didn't flag her. They flagged me. So I went and appealed, and I said, "Wait, this is the exact same video. I'm not in the video. The video is up on her YouTube channel. It's fine. Why is you flagging CTR Media Network for this video when it's the exact same content, nothing changed, identical?" They told me that I was going against community standards. Well, it's this community. Okay, so that's kind of like the downside of us growing and doing something positive because they see you and they want to censor you. They want to stop you. And so that's why it's so important that you connect with other media houses. That's why I connect with Misfits Radio. That's why I connect with other radio. We have Ray in the building. That's why we need each other. Because when they stop one, they can't get us all at one time.
That's right.
So we got to always stay a step ahead in order to make this positive impact that we know to change our generation, the next generation. So our children will not have to deal with this mess.
Right.
Okay. And also create your own table.
Right. I like that.
Okay, you be on the other people's platforms and monetize, but you also create your own independent stuff so that you can also do it. And if you don't, then you join community like CTR Media Network and businesses like Public Create and Sheep Trucking and all that, so that they can put you in the right position. Okay, and make sure you have legal help because it can be a little sticky because they come. And so for me, I monetize basically through guest slides, sponsorships, commercial slides, hosting. And also being a brand ambassador. One thing that really helps me if I see a person business that I really can I have to see their vision. And if I can see their vision like with community, everything that came out of everybody's mouth was about community, right? And so once I see that, I would love to be there walking billboard. Like I'm gonna be wearing his shirts like I wear CTR Media Network. I'm gonna be telling people to download the app, and collabing. So brand ambassador, it opened up so many different opportunities just with podcasting. There's so many different ways, probably about 24 ways on the basic to monetize. But those are some ways that you can actually monetize. But everybody has the book. I have it in the book. I didn't leave anything out. I'm very transparent, okay? Because I believe it's room for all of us, okay? And I can't do it all. That's why I need all of you to step up and do your thing, okay? And don't get afraid about the no's. That's okay. I got so many no's, and now this is the season of yes, baby. God, like this is your season. Because you know how many people turn me down? But it led me to this moment right now. So do not get discouraged when people tell you no. And keep on asking. You will not receive if you don't ask. Say it again, sis. You will not receive if you don't ask. And the right person will say yes. She said yes. She said yes. She said he said yes. All of these people say, all of you say yes by just purchasing a ticket. It will happen. Don't get discouraged, okay? So that's for me. And pretty much all of us kind of monetize the same way in different ways. Except Sheree, now she monetizes.
I monetize.
Yeah, CNN and National Geographic. She monetize.
Well, just this week I just got a brand deal. You can get brand deals when you put out quality content.
Exactly.
Right? And it all depends. You get the question at your podcast, but it also matters on what you're doing everywhere across the whole internet. So don't be one way on Facebook, another way on Instagram, because they gonna watch all that. You know. But one disclaimer: do not have a bunch of social media. You have to make sure that your social media talk to each other. So for me, I have one she trucking Facebook. I have one she trucking group. I have one Instagram. I have one, I have one on each platform, so they all can talk to one another. Once they talk, the algorithms are all work together. That's what you want. You monetize by having watch hours, the amount of watch hours that you have, along with how many followers you have. Once you get all that all together, make sure you brand it well too. Make sure you look good. Everybody know I don't have it on today, but kind of teal and pink is my color. Okay, all day I'm teal and pink normally, but I'm here for CTR, so you all black like that. But but that's I'm always. If you look at my show, it's always teal and pink. If it's not my show. Call me. That's right. Okay, they impersonate me. But you want to make sure that you well branded, as well, and then you can land those big brand deals. I'm so thankful to God for this brand deal. I'm getting ready to drive these electric and autonomous trucks for one day for $6,000.
Oh yes,
you get those type of deals when you go. And yeah, that's something. I can go on for days talking about how to get some money out.
I want to add some other creative ways. You have a framework in your book.
When you say framework.
So when I say framework, like in your book, you're probably teaching the women how to get to a specific result through ABC, right? So you want to repurpose your framework. It should be in a digital guideline. It should be a webinar. It should be a masterclass. It should be leading us to a lead magnet. Like your book, it should be something where we scan or we put our info in, because even if you give it to us for free, you want to be able to cultivate us so we can become, we engage, we trying to get married. You know what I'm saying? So be creative on repurposing your content. It's not, podcast is cool, but there's so many other ways as well. Live events, virtual events, the whole nine. You can have a table talk that is based off of your book with a group of women, and like there's so many ways. So I think that the first thing is to start and have your systems and automation set up so you can maintain and cultivate the relationships for who you're serving.
So I would like to add something too, because again, I started with podcasting coming to Coach Tina Ramsey, and I was like, hey, I want to create a generational wealth summit, and she was like, okay, but let me see what you're gonna do. She had a price, but she was working with me, and she said, do this. So I'm gonna say this: if you need a coach and that's not your place, get a coach. Every mentor has a mentor.
Yes.
Every mentor has a mentor. Believe that. Okay. In order to lead, you have to know how to follow. So those are like some great snippets. All this great advice. Do that. You get what I'm saying? If you start off with that and you don't know, get a coach because Coach Tina Ramsey, that book is for real. What she do is serious. When I say she be out here, I used to catch Coach Tina Ramsey on Facebook at 3 a.m. Do you hear me? Yeah. I sit up here like, now Tina, I told you to go to bed. She said, oh, my off day is on Wednesday. Wednesday, I don't do no work, honey. I'm like, Wednesday, you still on Facebook? I said, Curtis. Curtis. But for real. So I remember hearing somebody one time and they talked about it. They said, when you want something bad enough, you got to be willing to almost sink and drown for it. Right. You got to keep your hand up and you got to keep reaching. Do that.
Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. He told you earlier, he said, stay on topic. Know your niche. Because the more that you know your niche, people will know who to come to you, what to come to you for. And people, you think people ain't watching, they watching. They watching, okay? She said it earlier, she said, make sure you know your character. My character is everything. Coach Tina Ramsey, we didn't have this whole conversation. I said, hold up, I get a whole attitude. Wait a minute, go back to Detroit. Please believe it. I don't play about my character. Y'all might call me crazy. You can talk about me if you want to. I don't care. But when it comes to my character, baby, because what I have to do is I have to make sure that I'm the leader that I want to see. And that should be all of us, as being parents, as being mothers, as being aunties, as being influencers, all of that. So you want to make sure that you keep your personality and your character in alignment. Now that personality. I mean, we all do. We all do. I'll be real though. I'll be telling the truth. Look, at least you know. But I always come out with a disclaimer to everybody at my school and everybody else. They say, "Oh, she's from the Detroit." Yeah, she's from Detroit all day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm nice. I love you. I'm nice, but don't get it twisted sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me. Forgive me. Right. Y'all see this big old glasses? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I want to add something to that too. When you say that people are watching, you know that they're watching. See, we had this conversation a few weeks ago about monetizing it. I found another way to do that. I made my goal, by the way.
You know I put it on you. I told you. Didn't I tell you? All right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I told you.
So you just never know who's watching because my thing is though, I don't want to be a memory but rememberable. That's my thing. So with the guests that I have, I keep in contact with them. We may exchange phone numbers. I have an email blast that I do. We may text or what have you. I want to be all up in your business, right? But in the sense of genuinely, like, how are you doing? You need to be. So those guests that I've had on my show come back to me and they see what I'm doing and they'll say, I need your assistance with marketing, or I need your assistance with branding. I'm like, but you an Emmy award-winning, blah, 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 blah. You want me to help you? Okay, let's talk about it. And literally, I had a conversation with someone the other day. He's like, I'm trying to put money in your pocket. What can you do for me? I'm like, okay, let's have these conversations, right? Or just writing a press release to news stations or whatever I need to do to help somebody else promote their whatever they're doing. So never did it before, but it worked. I got them on the ABC affiliate station or in their hometown because they asked me for it. So just taking that chance on you, believing in what you can because you're doing it and people see it and you're doing it well. Just taking that chance on you and believing that you can do it. It took a while. It took a while, but I am. You did. It took a while, but I'm getting there.
No, you did it because that's why I challenged you and I gave you a short. And I said, no, you're gonna do this because there's no reason why your show should not be made. If I'm making it and other people making it, there's no reason why. And that's why I put the challenge on you. And I said, I don't even want to hear it. Come back with results. Come back.
Don't go get that quickly.
Yes.
I went over.
I don't play.
I did.
My time is very limited.
She's talking about $6. You like give me $6.
You're right. But you guys, I'm and congratulations, Finkley. Right now we're gonna have Vera come up and read her poem, and this is we went over. I'm sorry. We're gonna let her read. Huh? Yeah, y'all can get up. Yeah, y'all can get up.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
And I give all credit and kudos to Tina Ramsey for my show. My show's been on the air for 3 years, but it just started moving when I got involved with her. And it is monetized. And so I'm just really happy. My focus is working with parents and their kids. When you consider the second cause of death for 10-year-olds to 34-year-olds is suicide, parents have got to be more engaged in their children's lives. And so that's what I do, work with parents and their children separate and together. Now, this is called Through Your Podcast. Your passion, your purpose, your podcast. Your pain, your purpose, your podcast. Your power, your peace, your podcast. Your joy, successes, and defeats, your podcast. What God has given you to do, what He has given you to say through your podcast, let not fear or doubt keep you from living life out through your podcast. Reach others, teach others, inspire others, and others through your podcast. Make a difference in your life. Make a difference in the lives of others. Make a difference in the world for the better through your podcast. Through your podcast. Make it your choice today to be a light towards a new way. Develop and present your podcast. There you go.
Let me tell y'all something. That's how you end it. Okay, that's how you end it. We had a lot of great speakers here today. We had a lot of great information here today. Coach Tina Ramsey, everybody got a free copy of her new book. Look at that bag. Woo! CTR Media, we just had a live show of her 200th episode with Miss Nicole Ward. We did a lot today. I don't know if you guys are full. Are y'all full? Yeah. We got fed mentally, physically. We got fed spiritually. Oh my God, we ate well. We ate well. So I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining us. Network, again, network. If you got to get somebody's number, name, number, hey, do it. And I just want to say, keep showing up, keep showing out, keep being you, keep loving God, keep holding on to God, knowing who you are, and never give out on that. Never give up on yourself. And you guys have a great night. All right.
What up, family? CTR Media Network. Yeah. Best in the biz. Yeah. Join the team. CTR is who we are. The media network, just the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car, come get the information that's needed above par. Never lasting, motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you're asking. Serious talks and topics, how to come up and profit, how to better yourself. Your health is here, we got it. Reaching 350 million, they tuning in. We in 50 different countries, we all can. And like-minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment. Get active and speak to the masses. Build your influence all levels and all classes. Now you know you can monetize and grow. CTR Media Network. Start the show. CTR Media Network.
Are you ready to skyrocket your podcasting journey? Look no further than The Power of Podcasting by Dr. Tina J. Ramsey. This book is not just any ordinary guide. It's a game changer that offers insider strategies, captivating content creation tips, proven techniques, and monetization secrets. But that's not all. When you purchase The Power of Podcasting, you also receive a complimentary bonus. Dr. Ramsey's sought-after podcast 30 video course valued at $999 absolutely free. It's no wonder this book is a #1 bestseller on Amazon and has been rated one of the top 10 best new podcasting books to read by Book Authority. Dr. Ramsey's expertise and practical advice have earned her acclaim in the industry. So, what are you waiting for? Take the leap and unlock your podcasting success today. Grab your copy of The Power of Podcasting, Unlocking Tips and Strategies for Podcast Success by Dr. Tina J. Ramsey on Amazon, or visit their website at ctrmedianetwork.com. A link will be provided in this episode's description. Your podcasting journey starts here.
Does this resonate with you? Has a company ripped you off in the past? SettleShark is changing how consumers get money back from companies. SettleShark assists consumers during the entire process, from beginning to end. Our process is simple, convenient, affordable, and powerful. You're in control. We are here to help you. Contact us today at www.settleshark.com or call 1-888-704-0708.
Hey man, your dog is super trained, but mine never listens to me.
That's because I just signed up for a dog training course in the community hub. It notifies you of all classes happening within a 10-mile radius and has many options. They've got literally everything from dog training classes to dance classes.
No way. You mean I can get my dog trained and learn dancing?
Yeah. Install the app right now and see for yourself.
Alula Life Greens actually started for me when I was 23 years old. I went out and bought a $400 industrial juicer, and I started juicing every single week. And I hated it. It took so much time, it cost money, and it was a process. That's when I started making the Life Greens product. It truly is the one drink that you should take every day for the rest of your life.
My name is Amy, and I absolutely love fitness. I'm a licensed cosmetologist and a professional makeup artist. Eating healthy is not the easiest thing. We get so busy in our lives, it's really hard to take the time to eat healthy and to eat right. My absolute favorite thing about this product is that they combine reds, greens, and probiotics in one mix. You put it in your water and you shake it up and voila, it's so easy and it tastes amazing. You'll feel a difference. Then you start believing that you really can change and that you can actually feel better.
Listen, if anybody's interested in getting into podcasting, grab this book. Go on Amazon, grab this book. It goes with me almost everywhere. This book has like a workbook. It has places you can fill it in. It tells you how to monetize your podcast. It tells you how to set it up. It tells you about sponsorships. It even, listen, go on Amazon and get this book. And this is the Bible for podcasters. Listen, it was ranked #1 in podcasting books. Look right here. Best new podcasting book by Book Authority. Right there. Boom. And a little secret. Y'all, when you grab this book, I think it's page 43. There is a code on there. Listen, you can get access to her class.
$350 million, they tuning in. We in 50 different countries, we all kin. And like minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment. Get active and speak to the masses. Build your influence, all levels and all classes. Now you know you can monetize and grow. CTR Media Network, start the show.
Hello, hello, everybody. I am Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, the host of the Tina Ramsey Show, powered by CTR Media Network. And today we are all about bringing to you some of the best in the fields of entrepreneurship, podcasting, and influencers that are truly making a positive impact in the world. And today is just like any other day where we're bringing you an amazing guest. When you think of the words financial, empowering, pioneer, these are the words that describe today's guest. Yes, she is revolutionizing the way that we look and feel towards finances. And we know it's back to school. But did you know it's back to school not only for your children, but for you too? Well, let's go ahead and bring on today's future guest, the amazing Michelle Green. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hey, Tina, how y'all doing?
Doing amazingly awesome. I'm so happy to have you here today because all too often, I don't know what it is about us as adults, especially when you venture into entrepreneurship, not having knowledge on the finances is very crucial when you want to scale up your business. You can kind of move around a little bit in the beginning, but if you really want to truly scale up your business and be able to make your money truly work for you, you have to understand the finances and the credit and all of that. So I'm so excited to have you here today so you can kind of help us and break down what we need to be doing, some little tips in regards to finances. So first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and what drove you to start doing two things that most people run away from, which is finances and credit.
Well, thank you for having me, Tina. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you very much. What my story is really starting out kind of like everybody else's story. When I was about 18, 19 years old, I was trying to buy a house. Actually, I was trying to buy a house and my mom had ran up some credit cards in my name. And so what happened is when I got ready to purchase, the guy was like, "Your credit is horrible. You cannot get any credit. I don't even know why you came in here." And I was like, "Sir, what are you talking about? I got 3 things on my credit." And he was like, "No, ma'am. What we're showing here is that you have several credit cards on your credit. And those credit cards are all maxed out. Most of them are charged off." So I was like, "Sir, you must be got me mistaken with somebody else because that's not me. I only have a furniture account, I have a credit card, and I have a jewelry bill." Y'all remember K's back in the day? That's who I had a department store card with. So anyway, what ended up happening is I was able to see the credit report because he actually released it to me, even though he wasn't supposed to. And so when I looked at it, I knew immediately that it was my mom that ran up those credit cards in my name. Because when I was a teenager, she used to always send me into the store with a card of some kind. You know, back in the day, they didn't have platinum cards, they had the gold cards. So the gold and the silver cards, I remember going in to get gas. I remember going to buy clothes and groceries or whatever with these cards. And so it just brought back to my mind that, hey, I needed to go ahead and get this whole credit thing straightened out. Now, I wasn't totally upset with my mom when it happened, Tina. But the thing is that I knew that she had a solution to the problem. So there was a book that she had about consumer finances that taught about credit, it taught about investing, buying real estate, et cetera, et cetera. And that was my avenue. That was my ticket to changing my life forever. I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Tina.
I'm so sorry about that. I have heard, I'm like, wow. I have heard of different situations where people or different individuals have said how their parents have ran up their bill, ran up their credit. And I was thinking, how in the world a parent can do that? You know, the child is a minor. So it was, you know, in the 80s and the 90s, that was like a
yes.
70s, 80s, and 90s. That was a thing that a lot of parents that was struggling used to do to get by, especially when you looked at single family households and all that effect like that. So you found out when you was actually trying to purchase a home And the cool thing with this is that you didn't get upset, but you instantly looked to make a solution, and you notice the book about finances and real estate. And in most cases, you're different, because in most cases when that happened, the like, listen, what you did? Well, you better pay it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I'm like,
Yes.
okay, that just shows the kind of spirit you have, because I might have had to pray that down a little bit. But I'm glad that you did it the right way first, and then had to pray for forgiveness later. But
well,
listen, so on that, what made you start? Because did you just start your entrepreneurship like later on in life, or did you start your entrepreneurship when you was young?
Well, I started when I was young. I started in the financial advising arena. So, as a financial advisor, I came into the understanding of insurance and investments, and different types of insurance and whatnot. So, those were the types of things that started the whole journey. But it led into credit shortly thereafter, because I realized that most people don't understand like that tier of finance, investing. They don't know much about insurances. Everything seems so complicated. But when it comes to credit, that was an area that I felt like everybody needed information in. But what I didn't know, Tina, is when I got that book from my mom and started learning about how to fix my own credit, I didn't know that everybody else didn't know about how to fix their credit either. So I just started out with friends and family that turned into an actual business in 2006, while I was working at Verizon and trying to find a solution to get off of the job and go in business for myself. That's right. Just sitting at the job. And I was like, talking with one of my coworkers, and she was like, "Hey, you know anybody who fixed credit?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it for you. Give me $20." So she gave me the $20, and I fixed her credit. And in 3 months, she went and told everybody she knew. And that's when I decided, oh, I need to turn this into a business, because people obviously don't have the knowledge and understanding about credit that I do.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So you was able to fix. That's why I say they say this old saying, if you want anyone not to know what and how to do something, put it in a book, right? So
Right.
you did the opposite. when you had your problem, you didn't just do it. You just didn't wait there. You went to a book, and that book, you really just didn't read it. You went and took action. And then you realize, yes, the bulk of us, you think about it, when we're in school, regular school, traditional school, that finances 101 is not something that we usually get. Now, sometimes when you get into academy and different stuff, they have different entrepreneurship things, but it's not that common. So the fact that you was working at Verizon, shout out to Verizon.
Okay,
all
if
of
you
a
say
sudden,
so.
yeah, no, I'm just saying. Listen, and so you was like, I want to do better, especially when you help your coworker and then she start raving about your services. So as a business owner, what main problem do you see for some of your clients that come to you? Like one of the top 3 things that you would say that we're doing wrong as an entrepreneur that we think we're doing right because it's misinformation.
Okay, the number one problem is that we don't understand that there are 3 issues when it comes to our credit and finances. Number one, we put all of our bills together in one big lump sum, okay? And we are not supposed to do that if we want to really figure out where all our money is going. In order for us to have a budget, in order for us to understand exactly how to get a handle to take control over our money, we have to separate our basic utilities, is what I call basic living expenses, which are nothing more than like your lights, your water, your cable, your rent. Separate that from the things that are on your credit. And if you are able to calculate your utilities or your basic living expenses, and then at the end of that list, once you calculate your expenses, if you have some money left over, it allows you to pay for the things that will be on your credit so you don't overspend. So that's one of the most common issues when it comes to finances is that we're just taught to go out and make money. We're not taught how to separate the utilities from the things that are on our credit. Now, as far as credit goes, the number two thing that is a problem is the way we understand our due date. So if you were due on September the 1st for one of your bills and you actually paid it on the 5th, Tina, how many days do you think you would be late?
So you say on the 1st?
You do on the 1st, but you pay it on the 5th.
Well, you 4 days late, at least 4 to 5 days late.
Right? That's what most people will say.
That's what I think.
That's what everybody says. Actually, 99.99% of everybody I ask this question to says it's 4 days. 4 or 5 days past due. But the correct answer is, and the biggest issue is, that in the credit world, you're literally 34 days past due because your due date is the last day to pay the bill, not the first day, the last day.
All right.
So if we understood that it's the last day to pay the bill, then we would not wait until the due date in order to give money to our creditor. We would go ahead and pay that every 2 weeks, like maybe 2 weeks prior to the due date and the week of the due date, so that we would be able to always pay our bills on time. That's that.
They don't even explain it to us because we're taught to pay by the due date, right? So if you are anywhere, so if your bill is due on the 20th and you pay on the 15th, you think you're doing good. But you think you're just being a good consumer.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Wow. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a commercial break and we'll be back in a moment. CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com. And just like that, we are back. I come along with a friend whom you might ask, the amazing Michelle Green, who is helping us get our finances together, baby. Because before the commercial break, I thought I was doing the right, honey, but she just told me flat out live TV. It was wrong, honey.
Yes.
And most of us, we are wrong because we're taught to pay by the due date, or if you pay a little bit before, you're doing good with your finances. But did you really realize that if you pay on the due date, you're actually already late? Like,
correct.
Really? Okay.
Correct.
So, Michelle, this is just the cusp of what's going on. So you have something that's going on really, really amazing in regards to your open enrollment, because you actually have a university. So tell us about your university, who your university is here to help, and how we can actually sign on to your university.
Well, I just want to say that, there are two different businesses here that we're discussing, Tina. So we have the credit repair, that's Kingdom Builders Credit Repair. You can go to www.kingdombuilderscreditrepair.com if you're interested in getting your credit right. We include the budget that I was just discussing of how we separate the money from the credit. And we also help you to establish trade lines. So the type of credit that you are supposed to have on your credit, we can actually help you establish within our program. Again, that's www.kingdombuilderscreditrepair.com, spelled all the way out. And what led me from the credit repair business into the actual business school, so Kingdom Builders Business University, is the open enrollment that Tina was just talking about, guys. And what we do here is we help the entrepreneur have to not do business by themselves. And in order to do that, we have created a course that we have actually become a one-stop shop for everyone. So in the course, we have business setup. So we're going to teach you everything that there is to know about setting up your business legally and correctly. All right. Then we're going to go into business credit and business funding. So that will include different types of business credit. As y'all know, I am pretty much an expert in the personal credit world. So that has spilled over into the business credit world, even though business credit is completely separate from personal credit. So don't think that you have to have good personal credit, Tina, in order for you to have good business credit. We're going to teach you in our KBBU school, we're going to teach you how to do business credit without having to affect your personal credit. Then we have the third course is the business management course. This is your operations. So we teach you how to put your business on automation. We teach you about the different systems that you would need in order for your business to be ran successfully and through other people, such as employees and independent contractors, so that you as CEO and founder of your organization don't have to be there all the time. And the last course that we have at KBBU is business marketing and sales. And listen, business marketing and sales is amazing because we really truly equip our students to make sure that they are prepared to be visible, to be heard, so that their businesses can flourish and just, expand and grow and build that wealth. That's what it's all about.
Okay, you guys. So as you can see, we have two different tiers to the KBBU family. Okay. And so the thing is, for me, you need to get both done. Okay. Because we have been so misinformed, so misled, and just confused in the whole era of personal credit and business credit, how to obtain business credit, how to clean up your personal credit. We don't know how to properly manage our business. At business owner, when we have a gift from God, we know how to maneuver and present our gift 9 times out of 10, but we don't know how to do the systems, the foundation that's needed in order to run it. Okay, it's more than just having your amazing gifts that I had to learn. You have to have these systems in place, because as you grow, the demand on your services, when you're walking in line with what you're supposed to be doing, the demand on your service is going to become so great that you can't manually manage your business anymore. It's fine when you're just the best kept little secret and just a few people know about you. But then when you branch out and everybody start reaching out on a day-to-day basis, you're going to need this business marketing management and sales, because automation is here to stay. And if you're running your business manually, you're behind. You need to get with it, because the best investment you can have is your time. Okay. And like Maxine Waters is famous with saying, I reclaim my time. let me reclaim my time, because that is important. And also, you said you have the business management course, which is important to help us learn the steps on how to manage a thriving business. You also mentioned about the Kingdom Builders Business University, and you also mentioned about your Kingdom Builders Credit Repair. And so, say for example, Michelle, someone is trying to figure out where they need to start. Maybe let me give you a little scenario. They're a new business owner, maybe 12 months or less in business, but they already have their LLC. They already have some things in place. Where would you suggest they go first?
I would suggest that they come to the business school.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say come to the business school is because we have already put in place a system that no matter whether you are a new entrepreneur, whether you are an entrepreneur that's been in business for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, it does not matter. You would want to come into the business world so that you can go back, because what we do in the courses, especially during business credit, we're going to break down a budget sheet for business that will go right hand in hand with your personal, even though it is a separate business. So if you come through, if you are an entrepreneur, you're trying to do business, you're trying to figure it out, you're looking online, you're looking at YouTube videos, trying to figure out, okay, I don't know what I need, I don't know what I don't need. And there are questions that you don't even know you need to ask. That's why you need to come to the business school first, because we can always go back and take care of the personal credit, but we want that business to thrive with KBBU. So Kingdom Builders Business University, that is where you would want to start.
Okay, you guys. So I want you guys to go to kbbullc.com. That's the website, kbbullc.com, and go ahead and register. So price point wise, is there a registration fee? And if so, how much, and how they can go ahead and do all that right now? And do you have payment plans and all that good stuff? So people know. Yeah, so people know what's going on, so they can go ahead and join. Because I know, but they need to know.
Okay, you do know what they need to know. So yes, there is a price point. So KBBU's, the actual value of our services, and so we've been told by over 200 students that have come through our course since 2020. Well, actually 2018 is when we started, but in 2020 we decided to come up with that name. God gave us that name, revealed everything to us, and we went all virtual. So the thing is that KBBU is worth over anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 worth of information, and it is less than $1,000 for you to sign up. So the flat fee is $900. You can register for $100. We have monthly payment plans of $160, Tina. And they even could do a bi-weekly option of $80 every 2 weeks. That's it. That's it. That's what the Lord has told me to do. And I know it doesn't make any sense. And you can ask any of the students that have come through our courses. They will tell you hands down, we are not charging enough money.
Well, I'm going to tell them my personal experience from going to your event that was about a week or so ago in Columbia, South Carolina. You guys, let me tell you, I have been to many events and spoke on many different stages in my life, but this was definitely different in regards to the information, the quality, the content of the information, and the ability to be able to use the information that was given right then, even if you didn't sign up. It was so much value that was given, and a lot of things that I thought I was doing right, from doing that good old Google search and listening to some of these so-called gurus, and found out that they had me all twisted up in these credit streets, so so I'm just like, listen, stop trying to figure everything out on your own, and stop just watching videos from so-called gurus. Some people really do know what they're talking about, but then you get the bulk of some people that really don't understand this world. This is her God-given calling. This is what she's on this earth to do, and she's very passionate about it. The fact that I'm gonna have to correct you on this, Michelle. You're talking about $5,000 to $10,000 of value. No, ma'am. I rate it as $15,000 to $30,000 worth of value.
Wow.
Because I have seen where people have got even less for $30,000. And that was for 1 year. And I have seen the back end of a lot of different programs and different things from being in the industry that I'm in. And when I went and experienced it, and then I forgot to tell you guys, I am officially a student in KBBU.
Yes,
Yes, I'm officially a student. So listen, don't be coming in there talking about, Dr. Tina, can you help me? No, I can't help you. No. If it ain't podcasting, if it's not homeschooling, no, I can't help you. I'm a student just like you. So if you want to join and lock arms with me and we go to school together and graduate together,
hey, class
then
of
you need to come on, because I can't help you with this. And that's why I went to go get some help. And I've been in business a while now, but I realized that I needed help on information and just to know the correct information. And I needed a university that is going to walk me through. I'm a visual learner. I'm hands-on. You can't learn every single thing from just a course. Sometimes you need to hear people's voice. That's why with my coaching, it involves videos, it involves PDFs, it involves me speaking to you one-on-one, because that's how I learn. And on average, that's how most people learn. And KBBU is the exact same way. And you don't feel like you're dumb because Michelle breaks it down so much and just build your confidence up that you come back thinking that you a financial expert after she get done with it. And I haven't, like, just in the consultation that I have had already with her, it has really been eye-opening. It's really
Wow,
been
Tina.
eye-opening. Yeah,
Thank
it's really been
you.
eye-opening.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm telling you guys, if you want to buy yourself a gift this year, instead of gifting yourself for your birthday present, your anniversary present, and all this other stuff that we want to gift ourselves with, you need to gift yourself with financial freedom. The knowledge to be truly free with your personal and your finance. And then you can do all the trips and celebrations you want to do, because now you don't have to worry about the financial side. We celebrate the wrong things ahead of time. Don't get that Louis Vuitton. Get that KBBU LLC.com.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out to Swag Her magazine. She said, hashtag Swag Her approved. Please like, follow, and share this broadcast. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Sheila from the Sheila C. Hill Show, for tuning in on today. And thank you for all the people that are currently watching our broadcast that is broadcasting all over the world. This is one of the amazing individuals, Michelle Green, that has this revolutionary way of teaching. And I just thought about something. Many people saying, okay, they know that you're based in Columbia, South Carolina, but if they're in California or Atlanta or Texas or wherever, can they still be a part of your university? Because, you know, I'm over here in Columbia, where it's at. You know,
hey,
but can other people that's not in the house, technically in South Carolina, can they still take part in your university?
Absolutely, they can. We are a all virtual university, which means that you can be international. We've had people from London, we've had people from Africa, we've had people from all over that have come through our course. So listen, you can be anywhere in the world. Our courses are on Wednesdays from 7:30 to 9. That's 7:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. So depending on where you are in the world, you can get in there. Just get in where you can fit in. And all you have to do is go to www.kbbullc.com, fill out the contact information, or you can call us at 855-522-8552. Again, that's 855-KBBU-LLC. That's how you can contact us.
Wow, Michelle. I'm so excited about all the different things that you're actually offering, and for me to be a part of this, because as I grow, as I scale up, I realize there's some other things that I need in regards to personal as well as business. And that's a good thing, okay, when you scaling and you growing and everything like that. But I want all of you who are listening in now and who are watching to understand that you don't have to do it by yourself. I know you may have had situations where things did not always go like you anticipated, did not go as planned. I don't want you to hold on to something that happened in your past to block your blessings for the future. Many times we let past pain, past differences, past whatever circumstances that has nothing to do with another person, don't have anything to do with another person who's bringing you the right opportunity, but you're so blind by the emotion. We get so caught up in the emotion and the hurt that now you are questioning every single thing and every single opportunity that comes your way, which is hurting you on a spiritual and also a physical. So I want you to look at this for what it truly is. For all of you who've been hoping, wishing, and praying for a breakthrough in regards to how to run your business, how to market your business, how to build your business credit, how to build your personal credit or fix it. They have everything in one place. You don't have to hop and go here and all the way around the mulberry bush because they have it here. You don't have to, the gas is high. You don't have to get in no car and drive.
That part.
You don't have to get in the car and drive, and you can be in every Wednesday and join me. Like I said, don't you be asking me the questions because I don't know. I will reiterate that right now because I'm a student. I'm going to the university just like you. I'm a student. And even if I have some knowledge on something, I'm not sharing it because some of the knowledge that I had in the past, it wasn't right. So I'm gonna give it to myself. But anyway, you guys, she has the Kingdom Builders Credit Repair. She has the Kingdom Builders Business University. She has the business management course, and she also has the business marketing and sales, all the things that all of us, whether you are a new or seasoned entrepreneur, you can use for today. So Michelle, is there anything else you would like to share with us on today about what's going on with this amazing opportunity you have for all of us in the entrepreneur business world?
Well, I just want to let everybody know that class starts on August the 23rd, 2023. We are going to have a meet and greet. So if you would like to just come in and just kind of get an idea of what it's like personally, we meet on a system called WebEx, Cisco WebEx, and we can send out the link publicly to let you know. That's going to be on August the 19th. That's a Saturday from 11:30 to 12:30. So yes, you get a free look. You get a free look at KBBU. So you can come in, tell us where you're from. We'll talk about exactly the details of the courses. And listen, our vision, y'all, our vision is truly to empower people to have financial dominion on earth. We also have the ability to exponentially empower the elite entrepreneur for excellence. There is an issue in the world when it concerns our money, our finances, and especially making that transition from being an employee to being an employer and really accruing wealth and becoming an investor. Those are all the things that we are going to teach you. These are the visions that God has given me, and I am here to stay, to make sure that you get everything that you need. We have staff members, we have coaches on the KBBU side that are going to help you to cultivate your business. We have staff on the KBCR side for the credit repair that are going to help navigate your appointments and your budget and everything. So there is no reason. If you have any issues with finances or with business, we are the solution for you. God has created us for this very existence. So come on through, come on over. Don't wait.
Listen, thank you so much for coming on, being a featured guest for our show today. And you guys, I'm super excited. And you know that I am a person that loves to learn. And I just don't hop on anybody's university, anybody's course. So if I'm doing it, then why not you? Okay, many of you look up to me and say, oh, I saw your journey and I'm just so inspired. Well, listen, I had to get help. I went so far by myself that I had to start going and have to learn because I don't know everything, just like you don't know everything. And you have to lock on to people who have the information, that is willing to share it, that is also invested in seeing you grow at the end of the day.
Right.
And it's no competition. It's just true love and wanting to see you grow and thrive in whatever industry that you're in. And so I found that with KBBU University. And I want you guys to find it too, because we've been hopping around trying to find community for a while. And I want you to see it for yourself. I mean, I can't really put it all in words. I don't even have the vocabulary to totally express how my husband and I felt when we went to this event. And so many questions was answered for us, and we're already implementing some of the things that we learned just from the event. So if you want to know more about business and you're ready to get your business cleaned up before 2024, then this the clean up woman. So
I'm the clean up woman.
Yeah, the clean up woman for finance and credit. for finance and credit with a university. So you guys go ahead and check her out. This is hashtag CTR Media Network approved and the Tina Ram Show approved because I'm going up in there, honey, and gonna learn. So go to kbbullc.com. That's kbbullc.com and register. And also you can get that little meet and greet as well. So Michelle, thank you so much for coming
You're
on the show today.
welcome. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I really do, Tina.
No, it's my pleasure. I'll see you in a moment backstage. Okay. So everyone, that was an amazing episode of the Tina Ramsey Show. Today, we actually going to have another interview at 7:30 p.m. EST. Again, that is about finances as well. This is a series that we're doing that's featuring not only the founder and CEO of KBBULLC.com, which is the amazing Michelle Green that you just saw, but also one of her coaches that she has, Mr. Lee Williams. So he's going to help you if you are not an entrepreneur, or if you are and you're at that retirement stage. He's going to help you be able to map out that, as well as providing you with opportunities to be able to have a true retirement with ease. Okay, because all too often our elderly is retiring and have to return back to work, not because they want to, it's because they have to. So how can we break this chain of them not being able to have their ease and rest? Well, KBBU LLC University, along with Lee, which is one of the coaches there, is going to help you with that. So make sure you tune in on today, which is our financial health series featuring KBBULLC.com. So if no one told you this today, that you matter, that you are worthy, and that they love you, I want you to know that I love you. And the Tina Ramsey Show, we got your back. And so until next time, what do I want you to do? I want you to do what? Keep smiling. Thank you for tuning in to the Tina Ramsey Show. Make sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. We'll reply back. Talk to you later.
Are you ready to skyrocket your podcasting journey? Look no further than The Power of Podcasting by Dr. Tina J. Ramsey. This book is not just any ordinary guide. It's a game changer that offers insider strategies, captivating content creation tips, proven techniques, and monetization secrets. But that's not all. When you purchase The Power of Podcasting, you also receive a complimentary bonus, Dr. Ramsey's sought-after podcast 30-video course valued at $999, absolutely free. It's no wonder this book is a #1 bestseller on Amazon and has been rated one of the top 10 best new podcasting books to read by Book Authority. Dr. Ramsey's expertise and practical advice have earned her acclaim in the industry. So, what are you waiting for? Take the leap and unlock your podcasting success today. Grab your copy of The Power of Podcasting, Unlocking Tips and Strategies for Podcast Success by Dr. Tina J. Ramsey on Amazon, or visit their website at CTRmedianetwork.com. A link will be provided in this episode's description. Your podcasting journey starts here.
Well, you have any closing remarks before we head out?
Y'all, please support the movement of CTR Media Network. I'm telling you, being a part of this amazing media family, I can't go wrong, right? They have the support. They support us in all that we do. We have questions. They take the time out to advise and mentor. So definitely check out the different plethora of shows that are on the network. I promise you, and I'm not saying this because I'm part of the family, but I promise you, you will be uplifted, inspired, educated, motivated, all the good stuff that we all need to carry ourselves out through the day. So definitely go check it out, y'all.
Awesome. I definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate it.
learning thing is, so that they're not doing a lot of multitasking. Doesn't matter if it's like in a class with someone else or if it's just a class with you. Try to reduce your multitasking so that kid can really focus, to manage your child's expectations. So have that conversation with your child beforehand so that they know what class is going to be about. I have so many kids come into hip hop and think they're going to be dancing to Let It Go from Frozen. I have one parent who asked me to explain all the hip hop moves in Pokemon terms, which would be great if it was private lesson. It was a good class, and not all the kids watch Pokemon, so that wasn't really something that was going to benefit the group as a whole. But by having the conversation with her child beforehand about what class might entail, and that not everything's going to be in Pokemon language, it would have helped shape that child's expectations for class. And then, of course, set yourself up for success. Make sure you have time in your day to do things you need to do. So what do you need to do so that you don't feel stressed